Honestly, I didn't really think I was actually going to make this 15-minute video just because I honestly really did not have the time, but I ended up managing to have time. So we shall see if this is even going to be 15 minutes, because as far as I'm concerned, it could be up to 3 hours. Who knows? I'm just here to yap while you watch my Minecraft gameplay of the Jujutsu Kaisen mod, which, I'm gonna be honest, this is a complete voiceover. I am not playing the game anymore because this was like 2 hours of trying to figure out how to actually use half the abilities, and anyway, ignoring from that. By the way, if any of you have ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen or never watched Jujutsu Kaisen, this will be based a little bit with Jujutsu Kaisen because some of the terms in there are Jujutsu Kaisen related. And I will say this now because this video is going to be rather long, so unless you have all the time you need, please feel free to just immediately leave me behind. I do not need you to watch all of this. And this is honestly, again, something random that for some reason everyone wanted a little bit of. So, which, by the way, insane, because why did everyone suddenly DM me for a 15-minute mic? I think I was just asking, like, I didn't think I was actually going to make it because I was just genuinely asking if people would watch a 50-minute Minecraft video of me yapping, and it turned out that for some reason people wanted to watch a 15-minute video of me yapping. Ooh, right, I completely forgot I did that. Anyway, yeah, I was really just going to talk about just life stuff. I mean, it's kind of weird watching all of my friends, and not just my friends, but even those around me that might not be my friends, go around, chasing romantic relationships, chasing just everything in general. Just it's a little wild to me. I could not understand for the life of me why we would, chase that hard suddenly. Like, I've never seen so many relationships in my life before, so close to me. But then again, I guess we are in university now, so, or at least after post secondary, so it's completely possible to have that many people chase after you, or even just in general, just relationships. And I mean, me personally, I honestly could not care less whether or not I had to like find a relationship immediately or not. Like, don't think it's the right time. I'd rather improve myself first. But somehow, for a lot of people, that statement alone is apparently crazy stuff, like crazy talk. That the fact that I'm willing to not immediately, like try 110% to go get a relationship, like it's wild to me that for some reason that is seen as like niche or weird. Back onto topic now that I have started editing this video and cutting out a bunch of my yap and stuff. But anyway, while we're doing that, there is some fun stuff that there is with relationships, because I have seen some really great and really nice relationships in the last couple of years. But then again, I've also seen some relationships that obviously did not last very well. I'm not going to name names or anything, but I've seen a lot of people lose their relationships. And most of the time it's usually due to either communication error or just loss of attraction, which is also fair enough, because every 4-ish months you will lose your initial attraction level at least. But there are some other things, and I truly don't understand this part, which is wild, because I really did think that a lot more people would understand what it means to be Kaizen, which is a Japanese philosophy to improve a little bit every single day. And that is why I said I would bring up Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen story is often misunderstood, but the actual story is about improving every single day, even a little bit by little bit, to be the best there is. Why aren't people doing that anymore? I don't understand why people aren't trying to be 100% at all times anymore. It's low-key a little exhausting to watch people not be 100% at all times and instead just be like 0 to 2% a day. Like, I'm not saying I'm any better either. Like, some days I'll be lazy, some days I'll just not want to do anything. But like, even then, right? I'm still at least doing something. I truly do not understand why a lot of people nowadays don't try anymore. And like, that's the thing is with. Then again, I understand that now too, because with relationships and stuff, I stopped trying. I really did. I don't really want a relationship right now because I feel like it'd be rather busy. Like, it's just, in my opinion, a little distracting. But I see a lot of other people around me who are just not trying at all anymore. Like, why are we just not trying at all? It's truly a question that I have asked more times than I needed to. But aside from relationship stuff, there's other things that have just slowly kind of accumulated over time. The first thing is university can get a little lonely sometimes for some people. I personally don't find it lonely due to things I'll explain later, but a lot of people around me, not even in university, could be out of university, have become rather lonely sometimes. It's a little unfortunate that something like this has happened because I feel a little bad for a lot of people that feel like they have been wasting their time when truly they're not. You don't have to feel lonely. The only reason why you feel lonely is because you're comparing your like current status rather relationally with people. Doesn't have to be like girl boyfriend type of thing either. It literally could be like just parental issues, maybe self-esteem issues. But like a combination of those things can cause you to, feel lonely and stuff. But loneliness is not really as bad as it truly takes itself out to be, because I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. There's a big difference. Obviously there are issues with just being alone and stuff, but even though I am alone, it doesn't mean that I'm chasing for validation or I'm chasing for a relationship. No, I'm just trying to be my best, trying to do the best that I can for myself. And in this case, although I may be alone, I'm not lonely because it doesn't really feel like I'm lonely. I'm improving a lot, and because of the fact that I'm alone, I'm able to improve faster and quicker over time. For some of you, that might be like maybe even a bit of a wake-up call sometimes, to just wake up. Yeah, that's literally it. Wake up from your nightmares. So, there are so many that are crying and saying, I can't get a relationship, or I feel really lonely. Just work on yourself. Time will figure it out itself, right? At some point in time, you will figure out where you're supposed to be. And I trust that if you are watching this video, you are one of those people that will eventually figure out where you're supposed to be, right? And there are some other things that have happened before in my life, and again, this is literally just a yap video. This has no cohesion or anything, because the original plan for this was maybe I'd grab friends and stuff, play Minecraft and yap, but then I realized servers are expensive and I have to figure out how to deal with all of that stuff. So maybe I'll do this again with proper structured interview questions, because I did write an entire document of those that I ended up not being able to use. So that is a-okay and happens all the time. But yeah, no, there's a lot of other things that just happened over time in the last year and a half. I'm doing basically 6 classes for 2 entire years, which is it's whatever. It could be worse. But while that's happening, I'm also being an instructor for not only my own dojang, but also for my my university club. And low key, that gets really busy really fast, and it can get really exhausting really fast. But I just don't care anymore. I think it's fine, man. Just do what you need to. And there are other things, just in general. Yeah, even if you are busy, take a rest and stuff. But, you can efficiently max out not only your rest, but your energy management. You can become really, really efficient. Oh my god, I'm coughing in my own video. I don't want to remove the sound. I choked on my water. Well, like I said, yapping video. Past Hodas choked, and then future Hodas is doing a voiceover, and then the future Hodas editing probably won't edit this out because he doesn't want to edit it out, because removing that specific chunk of sound but still keeping the sound would be a pain in my... Anyway, thank you, Past Hodas, for choking, and thank you, future Hodas, for having to deal with that entire edit. But yeah, no, back to just, in general, like, Jujutsu Kaisen stuff, right? Like, let's be our best. I don't care if you fail. I don't care if you struggle. Struggling and failure is part of life. You're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna have to fail. If you aren't failing, you're living life wrong, or you are Lance Stroll. Or, sorry, some millionaire son, probably. And if you're a millionaire son, and I just didn't know you were a millionaire son, screw you. I would never want to see you again. If you aren't a millionaire son, hi. I don't need to hate you, and there's no need for me to not like you. But anyway, aside from that, yeah, no, there's just a lot of things. World is unfair. World, like, I've stopped trying to figure out what is unfair and what isn't unfair. I don't care if it's unfair or not. I really only care now whether or not it's bad, like... It's... Think of it this way, right? Like, if you think something's unfair, it's not unfair. It's probably just somebody made a mistake, and I'm trying to get used to that. I'm trying to just get used to saying that it's my fault. And not always, obviously. If it's actually not my fault, why would I say it's my fault? But I'm trying to get used to saying whether or not it actually is my fault when it is my fault, because accountability is hard. It is hard to take accountability for your own actions sometimes, and for some people it's really hard to take accountability for their own actions. But there are times where I've made a mistake and I should not have made said mistake, but I still made it because I'm human after all. And I just don't take accountability for it because I didn't realize I made a mistake, or I just didn't feel like taking it back. There have been other times, obviously, where things like this occurs, right? Like, every single person will fail and fail and fail again. Again, unless you are one of those few souls who are either really, really good at fixing your mistakes, or, you know, not failing. Or a millionaire son. Or daughter, actually. I'm not sexist here. But even then, right? Like, just a lot of things in general that we have to keep track of in this modern day. And yeah, sure, might not be the greatest person of all time. Might not even be the greatest player of all times for anything. I don't have to be the greatest. I just need to be the most special in my own heart. And that's what a lot of us is missing nowadays. We need to be more special in our own hearts. We need to feel, you know, just more special in general. Like, a lot of people don't believe they're special just because they don't have that one specific special trait. For example, like, technically speaking, following Myers-Briggs personality tests and yappa 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 wappa wappa wappa, I don't care. I am supposed to be one of the more rare personalities in this world. I could not care less if I was one of the rarer personalities in this world. That's not what I wanted to do Myers-Briggs or even just any of the personality things for. I just wanted to see if I could figure out who I am in general. I don't know exactly what my identity is, and that's what the university years are for. It's for you to figure out who you are. It's to figure out what you are, like what you're doing with your life. Who are you, right? And I mean, like, sure, like, the second you get past high school and everything and you start trying to find your identity, some people struggle with that. Some people will lose years of their life on that. And some people will just have no idea what's happening occasionally. But even then, right, like, you can still learn. You can still try and figure out who you are, because in the end, none of us really know who you truly are occasionally. Like, I've told myself, and I thought I've told myself enough times, that I am one person, when in reality I might be another person. And so I would keep headstrong forward in that direction, thinking, perhaps I could be this person, perhaps I am this person. But I don't have to be this person if it's not actually me. Like, if you keep telling yourself you're Spider-Man, you're not actually Spider-Man. You have no powers. You don't have the power, but you still have the responsibility. Spider-Man is one of the coolest heroes of all time because you are Spider-Man. All of us are Spider-Man. It's just that none of us have the power, but we all have that responsibility. And that's exactly like what this is all about. Like, all of this finding out who you truly are. I still to this day occasionally don't exactly know what the name Hodos means to me. Hodos is just a name that I was given, and to me personally, Hodos can occasionally not feel like a character that actually exists. Hodos can feel like a person that just sounds in my heart, but no words come out of my brain, right? So, who do you mean to yourself? Because as far as I'm concerned, you could be the same person I've known for the last 7 years of my life. You could be one person I've met like 2 years ago. You could be some person I met 2 months ago. It really, I do not care. Who do you mean to yourself? What are you? Who are you? Right? Like, if we go into things I've done, because this is my videos, but like, me as a Christian, I didn't understand who or what I was meant to be as a Christian, because I would do the things that people said to do and follow the Bible like as much as I could, right? I'd be kind, I'd be nice. But then, what do you do when you start being used for your kindness? What do you do when your kindness is no longer valued? Right? That's still written in the Bible, but I just didn't believe that it was written in the Bible because I didn't think that it could be something that could be done in the Bible. And that's where everything is wrong. That's where people start misunderstanding things. Right? Like, the Bible tells you everything you need to know. Everything that has happened or will happen, the Bible has shown you how to solve it. The Bible has shown you how to explain yourself. But that's the whole part about just everything in life occasionally, right? Like, swapping back away from a little bit of Christianity, like, you can try and figure out who you are. You can try and figure out what you are. It really does not matter in the end who you are. The only thing that matters is if you can figure out who you are, right? Like, I could have hundreds of thousands of gold medals, but it wouldn't matter if I don't know why I got those gold medals for in the first place. And that's the whole reason why I'm saying it's time to learn like who you are as a person. Because really, in all honesty, if you don't know who you are, you're just, in my opinion, just uninteresting to me. Like, so many people are so mentally strong that they know exactly who they are. They know where they're supposed to go. But those who don't even try to figure out who they are and just copy everyone else, they're just big copycats. And that's the whole, like, part of it is, including myself. I'm not saying I'm equally as interesting as everyone else, even if I'm a copycat. No, I'm saying I'm as uninteresting as hell too. But, like, that's the whole thing though, right? Like, what's the point of not learning who you are? Start a little bit. Heck, when you start learning who you are, you'll solve all the previous problems too. Because now you'll have actual character enough that people can love you, people can know you. And people can figure out how to help you if they need to. There's also equally a lot of other things that could be done to just further increase just things that you can do, right? Like, you don't have to be a pushover anymore. Nobody ever asked you to be a pushover. People only ever asked you to just be nice. You can be nice without being a pushover. You can be a pushover, but you cannot be nice at the same time, or else you're just gonna get pushed. Right? Like, I very often, if my sister asks me for something, I'll at some point do it, like a tsundere. But that's not being a pushover, that's just brotherly, sisterly relationship. But occasionally, when somebody else, like for example at university for me, asks me to do something and I really don't want to, but then they guilt trip me a little, then I will end up doing it just because I feel like I have to. And that's like the whole thing. It's just stop being a pushover. People in the end will not care what you do. Anything you can do, somebody else has probably done, and even worse, probably. And that's the whole reason why it's so fun, because, let's be honest here, everything you can do that people will look at, you probably wouldn't do. Like, are you going to start, like, a new World War II? Are you going to create an Auschwitz? No. So then, why would it matter what you do in the end? Because as long as whatever you're doing isn't going to, hurt people horrendously, like, you're not going to murder 5 people or something like that, right? Like, it truly does not matter what you do, because anything you do will either be forgotten or just, would be a joke that people would do once in a while. And again, this is like hyper unorganized, because this was literally just words that I'm speaking because I was just thinking about speaking random words, and that was why I did this. But even then, again, like, this still works out. Like, what's the point of learning how to make it? Like, I'm just learning how it feels like to be like a gaming YouTuber at this point, or like a documentary video, but it doesn't really matter. The point is like, low-key, the point is also, this is a cut because the previous point I had made 0 sense and I talked 14 minutes of gameplay for no reason. But like, the previous point was that I was just saying it really does not matter, just do what you want as long as it's not something that's gonna permanently hurt people, right? Like, just do things your way. And like, again, if people do care what you do, just talk about it, take accountability for it. It's just decent human things. Just start learning how to do them, because our generation has kind of forgotten how it's like to be decent. And like, I'm not saying like all people aren't decent, but I'm personally like not that decent. Like, one of the things is, if people keep telling me that I'm a good person, but I low-key have no idea what they're talking about. It could be just a me thing, it could be just me, like, another people just telling me things even though I don't actually believe it, or they don't actually believe in just being nice. Stop trying to read those intentions, because if you believe yourself a good person, you won't be a good person anymore. I'm gonna be honest. Stop believing yourself to be a good person and start believing yourself to be a person who's just trying, right? Like, if you're not trying, what's the point of even being alive anymore? And I'm not saying if you don't try, go kill yourself. That's stupid. Why would I ever ask you to do that? What I am saying is, just try, right? Like, do whatever you want. Try. And again, as long as you're not permanently hurting somebody, usually nothing you do will affect anyone badly, and it will just usually affect you as badly. Again, assuming that this is you not permanently hurting somebody. But like, if you're gonna ask somebody out, at least have the decency to ask them out, like, correctly and nicely, right? Like, just, when I say don't care about it, I mean still care about it, but like, don't like completely throw every piece of etiquette and like genuineness that you know out of the way. That's just stupid. And also, this brings me up to fun things about Minecraft. Just, Minecraft is to this day still one of my single most favorite games of all times. The reason why Minecraft is still to this day my favorite game, or one of my favorite games of all time, is because of one very, very simple and easy reason. Minecraft showcases to you the human ingenuity, the human dignity, and the human strength. You've never seen a Minecraft player who doesn't build, or a Minecraft player who doesn't destroy, or a Minecraft player who doesn't go around just killing everything. Heck, you've definitely seen at least one Minecraft player just speedrun the entire game, right? But Minecraft just showcases that human, like, humility so perfectly well. With the amount of mods that go into this game, like the one you're currently watching me play, or for example, like, the other things that could happen in this world, like for example, other Minecraft genres, SMPs, story SMPs, like just survival world in general. It showcases. Okay, there's another moment of me coughing. Apparently, I had more than one cough during the entire session, and I did not realize. Please, for the love of everything, stop coughing past Hodos. Is that another cough I hear? Are you gonna cough anytime soon? Or is Totally just gonna kick your butt for the next 5 seconds here? No more coughs? Cool. Anyway, yeah, where was I? Yeah, Minecraft just showcases so much of that beauty about humanity, and it surprises me every single time when I open up Minecraft, even if it's playing on my own, how creative people can be. And I am so glad that I finally got the modded versions of Minecraft on Java, because previously I was only playing on Bedrock and on console, so I never actually got to experience mods. But now that I can finally experience mods, holy moly, are mods like the prettiest thing ever. I really love dragon mods because I just like riding dragons, because How to Train Your Dragon is just fun. Ooh, somebody made good food downstairs. Sorry. Anyway, distraction and slight ADHD gaming, even though I don't technically have it, even though I also haven't been diagnosed, so who knows. But yeah, no, just it's fun to do things occasionally and just have fun with it, right? And just in general, be happy, right? Even if I'm not particularly feeling it that day, I'll still smile and wave, right? It's so hard to find a good amount of kindness these days as well. Oh my god. You know what? You're just gonna have to stick with this repeated footage, because I did not realize. I thought I had around 2 hours of gameplay recorded, but turns out I only had a little bit, so you're gonna just have to listen to me yap for the next couple of minutes while you watch whatever the chaos is occurring on screen. That or I'm wrong and this wasn't repeated. If this wasn't repeated, then I probably didn't edit this out. But if this was repeated, I also would edit this out, so you would never know. But yeah, no, I don't know. Again, assuming any of you want to, for some reason, watch more minutes of me yapping away at random stuff that maybe some of you actually will like to enjoy, and some of you won't, I'd be happy to, and just make another modded Minecraft video, or I'll just actually just straight up play normal Minecraft, who knows. But yeah, no, just life in general recently has been kind of dull. Half of it probably is because of the fact that I'm actively trying to not be, forcibly lovey-dovey and yappa yappa. I'm pretty sure if I were to, would neither have the time nor the patience for a relationship right now. And sure, I'd be nice in the relationship, and I'm sure that with how I work, I'm sure things wouldn't go too bad. But I don't think I can bring myself up to go get a relationship or try to, because it's just, honestly, from my opinion, in this current time, maybe 25, I'll think about it. But right now, at the age of almost 20, I'm good, man. I'm not gonna try. Speaking of which, if this video ends up being spotted by other people that don't know me, or are not as familiar with me, hi. This was an Instagram random request from my account where somebody asked, not somebody, I asked if people wanted to do a 15-minute Minecraft video, and then for some reason most of my friends said, where is it? So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do now, every occasionally. And again, if you for some reason find this account, what? How? Thank you, but how? And yeah, no, there's just fun stuff around the world. And again, just romance is, it's weird. Just be the best you can be. Be who the best you understand you yourself to be. And as long as you understand the best version of you, then what could ever go wrong, right? It's just good to be the best you can possibly be. I think I'm gonna end this video at this point, because I low-key don't know what else more to say. Unless somebody else has something specific to say, and this is what I can say. This is just my life recently, and this is, again, just me talking. And yeah, I'm gonna end it on that, because I love Hikari, and Hikari is one of my favorite characters.